Spellbreak could be the new addicting battle royale game for the many people who didn't like the building mechanics of Fortnite, the clunkiness of PUBG, or the terrible armor mechanics of Black Ops 4's Blackout. Oh, and did I mention that the game is now not under NDA anymore? I've been playing this game for weeks, but I couldn't say anything about it. Don't get me wrong, it's an alpha, but this game has the makings of something great. Even though I think it'll be very, very popular, I want to ask this question. Will Spellbreak learn from its predecessors? In order to answer this question, we have to identify what Spellbreak has to do right. Now, I want to take this time to give you guys a warning that this video is going to be deeply, deeply rooted in my opinion. So if you would rather Spellbreak maybe take a different route on the way it does things, make your own video or let me know in the comments. The entirety of Battle Royale as a genre is huge. This is no secret to any of you. I enjoy it decently, but I can't really do much in terms of winning. Whenever I get close to the end of a game, I get so stressed it's not even funny, but that's neither here nor there. There are a couple fundamental things that I think a good Battle Royale game needs to be successful. For starters, a good concept. If it's just a game you made in an already existing game, then there's no flair. Fortnite did this, but let's be honest, Fortnite had the popularity spike because it was the only console battle royale title, and then the people realized that there was a skill gap with the building, so it kind of took off with the pros and Twitch. But back to the amazing concept, Spellbreak has it. The wizarding world of Spellbreak has increasingly made me more and more invested as I find new things out about the game. The concept of a battle royale of wizards pulled me in enough, but then add on to that the rock, paper, scissors factor of the game that I'll talk about more later, and I was hooked. The second thing I feel a battle royale game needs to be successful is decent loot and fair spawns of said loot. If I drop down and have an entire point of interest to myself on the map, I should be able to get at least a weapon to my disposal. This is something that I think Apex Legends does somewhat poorly. I could land somewhere while my teammates are getting shot at, and I can't help because I've been through 7 buildings, I've looted them, and they've given me 9 sniper stocks and 2 ammo packs. The third thing that I think a battle royale game needs is a good skill gap. Fortnite, for example, has been making the skill gap smaller and smaller over time. If the pros can't do pro things because of the mechanics of the game, then they will go elsewhere. We are seeing that right now with all the Fortnite creators going to play Apex Legends. Spellbreak has the makings of a good skill gap in the way of the gauntlets interacting with each other. The gauntlets are the weapons in game. You have 2 of them, 1 for each hand. They each have a basic attack and a sorcery. The sorcery is kind of like a super or ultimate move that is on a cooldown. The moves that the gauntlets can do can either counter each other or make each other do more damage. For example, if I throw a gas cloud sorcery from the poison gauntlet, I could throw a fireball at it to make it become a giant green fireball. Or I could throw a gas cloud on someone and freeze them inside of it with the frost gauntlet. The skill gap also comes in when you encounter your enemies. If they use a firewall sorcery, then you can put it out with the wind gauntlet. All these different combinations of gauntlet powers form a lot of learning and experience to be gained, making a huge skill gap. Take me for example. I'm trash at the game. There are people out there winning almost every single game they play though. Spellbreak has the makings of an amazing game, but once they decide to put cosmetics and microtransactions in the game, I think they really should focus on doing it right. So when it comes to that, I think they should look at the one game that I think does it right. Fortnite. Fortnite does microtransactions right. I think some of the skins could use a decrease in pay, but when it comes to paying for what you want and not having loot boxes with pools of items, it is the best way to do things. Spellbreak already has different skins in the game, but none of them are behind a paywall, which is good, but I wouldn't put it past them to put microtransactions in soon after release. I just hope that we will see what we pay for. But this isn't all I hope for Spellbreak to do with its microtransactions. I want Spellbreak to adopt the Battle Pass type of added content. Other games like Realm Royale and Black Ops 4 have already jumped on this idea, and I personally think it is the absolute best way to do microtransactions and progression in a free-to-play game. I get to pay for the stuff if I don't put enough time into the game. I can pay to progress the past. It's good for both sides. I can still get the items I want and they can still get their money. This is as good as long as it's an even playing field though. When Black Ops 4 first added their Black Ops Pass, it took way too long to earn the items and progress the past. This is scummy. It can also be scummy if they make the price to progress the battle pass way too high. I think Fortnite hit it dead on the head. In terms of what I want Spellbreak to take from Fortnite in a gameplay sense, is absolutely nothing. Fortnite started with a good skill gap and decent mechanics, but over time they lowered the skill gap to where pros don't even want to play it. I think Spellbreak is in a good spot. You learn the mechanics, you play the game well, you will do good. There's no cheap ways of bettering your opponent. There's only skill. This game can be something amazing. All it has to do is not miss. Apex Legends didn't miss. Fortnite didn't miss. Even Blackout didn't miss. I think Spellbreak is the next name in the list that I've made and outlined during this essay. They can do it. All they have to do is not miss. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more like this, I had a Call of Duty essay that went up not too long ago, and if you want an update on my 30 games, I am almost done with Shadow of the Colossus. There are kind of tests in the way and stuff. I haven't been able to put much time in, but thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later.